Hi there. Okay, so today I'm playing in A Crack in the Track. Didn't even notice what the book said, but this is a little kid's book, and I picked this up at the thrift shop for 59 cents. And so I'm going to turn this into an art journal. So I didn't do anything on this page. I did this on this page. And so this one here, I decided instead of putting some gesso, I had these and they fit right perfectly in there. So I'm just going to glue this right now, and then we'll see what else we can come up with. But let's see. So I'm just using some tacky glue right now, and I put a little bit of masking tape for the center. And let's see. Ooh. I might be getting to the end of this bottle, but okay. Oops. And I'm just going to spread the glue a little bit with my finger so that it's not all bumpy, but at least to the edges. At first I wasn't sure about putting my finger in glue, but I saw somebody else do it, and then I thought, well, okay, I should be able to do it too. It's not so bad. You just wipe it right off on a piece of paper towel, and it works perfectly. And then I'll probably just go and trim these pieces of paper after. Oh, see, this isn't too bad. I'll just trim around here. This book is kind of rounded a bit. It's okay. I'll do the other side. So I was trying to think of, I've got lots of books on the go, a lot of ways of making art journals. Instead of having to buy like expensive books. I mean, not that they're not nice, but there. So, and what I can do, I can always put some more tape around here, or even some washi tape. Masking tape works great. I have all kinds of washi tape. If I decided I want to use some washi tape, and I'll show you what I did. Oops. And my drawers are full. So, this is what I did with my washi tape. These are, I don't know how many rolls, but it's quite a few rolls. And what I did is I wrapped some of them on old credit cards. And so instead of having them all in those little, it was taking so much space, I didn't know where to put my things anymore. So yeah, so I could do, whoopsie. Okay. Do some of this shiny, the green ones. This is the Van Gogh, I believe, with the gold on it. So let's see. I'll do it right now. See what it looks like. It just adds a little bit of interest. And I could also add some more to that page, and rather than using the whole thing, this is kind of interesting way of using your washi tape. Just like a ripped piece. I can actually rip this one again if I want. If they're wide enough, you can, right? And just gives a little bit of that continuance of, kind of brings this all together. So now on the other side, I could decide to go with a different color. I could go with more of the dark blue if I want. Let's see. I've got lots of bright lights. That's not the right blue. Well, this is as close as it's going to get, I think, and these are the circles, so let's just do that. It's blue, it's close enough. Alright. Move this a little bit out of the way. So I'm just going to go and keep a little piece of this. Oop. Tight quarters. Oh, I see I got the brown on that side. So I think I'm just going to overlap just a little. I have the other page on this side, which is not a lot, but okay. Now I'm going to, actually I should have did that before, but that's okay. I went and trimmed my nails too, so hold on. Let me get organized here, and there. And I have a bit left here. And I put a piece over here so that it continues. I like this blue. It's kind of helping. I'll just put another piece here. Okay, so this is part of one page that I could now add more things, do more collage. So yeah, if that doesn't stick, I'll just put a little piece of glue, but now I can start doing some mark making. And then I have these ones, and I haven't tried putting ink on these. I wonder, the ink is transparent, so that's not going to show. What if I just did some acrylic paints right away? So I don't know if that'll work because there's no background. Nothing like trying. Okay, so I have this color that I like. This color, and I seem to like those colors, right? And okay, let's see what this does. These are brand new. I just went to the dollar store. Yay! My poor husband sat in the truck and he goes, "You were gone for an hour." I'm like, "No." Yeah, dollar store, no. So funny. All right. I don't know what kind of coverage I'll get, but I'm going to try a little bit on here and see what that does. Oh. Maybe with a flat brush. Okay, so my other option, I'm going to do just like I did with my other book, is I'm going to old book pages, and I'm going to put some masking tape in the middle, and so I'm going to use some glue. Glue sticks would be all right. There. So at least if I can cover it with something, it'll be a lot easier to paint or to do what I want to do a lot faster. You can put some clear gesso on there as well. Just I want a more square piece. Whoop. Even though it sticks out, that's okay. And I'm just wanting to get actually the pages all, that's going to give me some texture once I start painting or putting stuff on. So this is all texture. And a little piece over here. Ah. Oh, I didn't see this little peekaboo face. Actually, I could probably leave some of that in there. But right now we're just going to do it this way. Okay, just to be real quick and see what kind of result we get. Okay, now I'm actually going to put some masking tape right here as well. And I'm not going to waste any of that. Just going to put some of it here and there, just so it gives me a different texture. All right, so let's see what this does. Okay. And I don't even mind if some of the paper kind of hangs over it a bit. Anyway, it's all part of the, I like the rustic look. Okay, so I'm just checking. Everything else seems to be all right. So now let me try that again. I'm going to try something. So open those 3 bottles right away. Oops. Oh, there we go. Ooh. All right. So I guess the colors is what? This is Chartreuse Yellow. It's an acrylic paint. And this one is Desert Cactus and Frosted Plum. So I don't know. Anyway, just 3 colors. They didn't have much left, so I just picked those 3 colors. So I have an idea to try something. Let me see if that my idea will work or not. There. This is kind of liquidy, or it looks liquidy. Maybe I didn't stir it enough. Could have been old paint stuck on their shell too. Yeah. Or I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna see what it does. Now, okay, well, that's what happens when you start playing and then your desk gets filled up. Oh, there it is. This little spatula. See what this will do. Ooh, that's psychedelic or funky. It's making like a mud, which is not really what I wanted, but that's okay. If you don't try it, you'll never know. So I'm going to, what am I going to do? Still kind of funky. What if I use my palette knife and just because if there's something you don't like, you can definitely paint over it again. So this could just be like a base, and this is kind of like for something else, right? So let me see, what else do I have that I wanted to try? I could use a little bit of gesso. Let me see. Come here. I like it with the sponge too, because it makes like a different effect. Let me see if I can find this little sponge, because it makes these little holes, like, yeah, I like that. So my paint's not too dry, but okay. Well, all right. So at least now I know it works well, just covering it with book page. So normally these types of pages, you end up having to kind of sand them a bit because nothing will stick to it. You can put gesso, but it's a lot of layer of gesso if you don't sand it first for it to kind of grab. But I think you might as well just glue something right over it, like those little cards that I just put. That was from another project that I did. There. And these aren't too bad, these Oohoo glue sticks. They work really well. So this was a series of 4, I believe, actually. Like, I had glued them just on cardboard, but then I actually did a scroll because I had made these papers, and so I ended up doing a scroll, which I think is going to be fun. So this is the scroll that I did with some of the papers, right? And this, I glued this just on packing paper, or yeah, it's like that brown paper bag. And so, and this I can just kind of color, and actually, if I want some of this, I can just cut it out and use it as like snippet roll too if I want. And then I had a lot of these colors, because this was the blue, green, and yellow with some white and black. So after I did all the pages, so I basically have just a whole bunch of pieces left over. I don't like having too many papers all over the place, so now I did this little journal that I can actually go and I can actually rip, you know, some of these out if I want, or use it just as a journal, right? So these were just cardboard, and so now I just kind of made a cover. I don't know, just having fun with it. So I want to be able to take all the paper, like make my collage papers with the jelly print or whatever, and then keep everything maybe in my shelf. And so if I'm working with this type of color scheme, I can just go and look at what I have available in the blue greens, and then pick if I needed, you know, like right now, I guess, just for example, if I wanted to add to these, because these are all pieces that were glued, and it's all this type of paper. Oh, sorry. I forget my camera only goes so far. But hopefully this will give you an idea. So this is just this little book, and it's going to get chunky, and that's why I don't take like the too much of a large book. So there's, you know, I'll have to put something here. This was just me. Actually, I think this one got covered over several times, different colors. So live gently upon this earth. This is what came to me when I was doing it. So now this one I just glued. So now I'll be able to go and embellish that with either my Posca pens or even some other watercolors or mark making. And now I just did this one, which I'm thinking I may add even just some ink. This almost reminds me of those balloons that come with all those colors there, the marbly color. All right, so that gives me an idea. So this is what I'm doing with these little tiny books. So I'm going to show you some other books, but I'll do another video for that. Alrighty, hope you enjoy this.